The gods demand extinction, a slaughter in sight. Against humanity, they're forced to fight. The heavens gather their strongest kind, while humans leave their best behind. Ragnarok begins, the final stand to save the race of every man.
Since the days of old, back in ancient China, a strength so wild, a soul filled with fire, crossing the land just to find a test. No matter the foe, they were laid to rest. The world was too frail, the weapons would fail, training the spirit until the gods went pale, climbing the peaks, prepared to never die until the spirit strikes with the open sky.
In Asgard's realm, among gods, a legend was born. The hammer mjolnir by a divine hand, it is worn.
Slaughtering giants, protecting the kin, victory after victory, again and again. No glory in sight, no joy in the kill, just a deep-seated boredom, a void to fill.
Two lonely legends waiting for the gate, two equals meaning to challenge their fate.
But the peak of humanity's a lonely height, until the clouds parted for a different kind of might.
From the plains of the east to the halls of the north, the thunder and the general are now stepping forth.
The pressure rises, the cloud's gonna break, it's like the world isn't ready to take. The firmament's raining, the thunder will cry, the first second changes everything under the light. The sky, the eater splits the atmosphere, the ultimate strike is unleashed, from yawning is fully awake now.
Power of a god has increased.
Races against the lightning, a collision that tears the sky. The flying general's legs give way, but the warrior refuses to die. Red Harbor leaps into the fray, carrying a master to the end.
Two souls reaching the peak that only the strongest can comprehend. The clash of gear, bird and spear, the arena begins to explode. The destiny of the first round is reaching the end of the road. A single blow settles the score, leaving the stadium in the daze. The legend of the strongest human consumed in the blaze. Spirit shattered to dust, but the warrior died with a smile, having finally found a rival who made the struggle worthwhile.
The heavens turn to ashes, the horn begins to sound. The fate of every soul is buried in the ground. From the peaks of the divine to the dirt of the earth, we'll prove to the creators what a mortal life is worth. The Valkyrie sings for the souls of the brave, who will claim the throne and who will find a grave. The power of the gods against the spirit of the man, a battle for survival since the dawn of time began.
The image of God, the first human ever created, the image of the divine entering and to hold humanity's defensive line. Eden was a paradise till the council's judgment went cold. The story of the serpent and the lies that the heavens told. Eva was accused, but the father of man saw the spite, rejecting the fruit, and the God stepping out into the light. No need for a weapon, no need for a golden throne, protecting the survival of his children with bare hands alone. The eyes of the Lord active, mirroring every godly move. A battle of the origins with everything left to prove. Facing the king of Olympus, the one who rules with a rod. A mere mortal stepping in the ring to challenge the power of God.
The surpassing time, the godfather of cosmos.
The peak of the heavenly frame, form of Adam's awakening, blocking every escape. 1 inch per second, the fabric of time is starting to freeze. A testament of power, bringing the gods to their knees. The nervous system is frying, the vision is starting to fade. But the father of man refuses to fall for the choice he made. Surviving the pressure of the heavens, throwing the lightning back. A soul that won't shatter under the weight of the final attack. Victory for the king of the gods, the spirit is red.
The father of humanity is still standing, even though he is dead.
The pride of the heavens is winning down, the ringing and felling the true Adam, the children of the earth are finishing this one for you.
The heavens turn to ashes, the horn begins to sound. The fate of every soul is buried in the ground. From the peaks of the divine to the dirt of the earth, we'll prove to the creators what a mortal life is worth. The Valkyrie sings for the souls of the brave, who will claim the throne and who will find a grave. The power of the gods against the spirit of the man, a battle for survival since the dawn of time began. Gates of the third round swing open and wide. The greatest of losers meets the peak of the pride. A mortal who failed until the spirit was honed against the cold perfection of the king on the throne.
A lifetime of failure, not a single win to the name. No taste of victory, just the analysis of the game. Like a wild animal adapting to the edge of the steel. In the space of the mind, the combat was already real. The world saw loser, a man who would always retreat. But the greatest swordsman was born from the dust of defeat, absorbing the masses, turning every scar into power. Waiting for the spirit and the sword to finally flower. Ridiculous pride that the heavens would even allow the tyrant of the sea to watch a mere mortal bow. Waste the divine time with a creature so fragile and weak. Against the king of the oceans, the outlook is bleak. Adamus was erased by the one who the heavens had chose. The trident strikes down any brother who tries to oppose. Insolent insects showing a defect in the design. Poseidon is here to erase the human bloodline.
The ocean surface shatters, the arena starts to chill. A battle of the eagle against the legendary will. The trident meets the steel, the rhythm starts to lock. The greatest
divine storm upon the sand. 1,000 strikes of lightning from a cold godly hand. The 1,000-image defense scanning every ripple and wave. The greatest loser rising from the edge of the grave, absorbing the power of the sea, every rhythm and flow. The blade to swallow, countering the tyrant below. The swordsman evolving with every heartbeat and breath. The human spirit dancing on the doorstep of death. The king of the deep unleashing a final cold flood, a perfection seeking out the taste of mortal blood. But the spirit of the fighter is no longer alone, carrying the weight of every master ever known. A flash of dual blades sends the trident to the floor. The tyrant of the sea silenced by a legendary roar. The ocean calms down as the divine light begins to fade. The perfection of a god broken by a human